Have you ever looked at your food and wondered if it's the real thing? Did you know that counterfeit food was even a possibility? For foods like saffron and olive oil, this is a real concern. I'm Julia, and today we're going to be exploring the course Food Fraud and Mitigation, where we'll be exploring how students investigate these products. And I'm with Saskia Van Ruth, the course coordinator and examiner for Food Fraud and Mitigation. Saskia, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you wanted to start this course?
Yeah, I'm a professor of food authenticity and integrity at Wageningen University Research, and this course was started because food authenticity is becoming a more and more an important topic in the food quality management systems.
So how do the students learn in this course in terms of, are there lectures, are there other labs?
They are getting first a block of lectures for about 2 weeks, and then they will start working on the material themselves, solving problems, analyzing fraud cases. Some retail prices here for some different spices. I see for up to 30,000 euros per kilogram. And compared to other foods, all these spices are expensive too, like white pepper, black pepper, nutmeg, etc. But saffron is extremely expensive compared to other spices. And that makes it very vulnerable to fraud.
So here we are trying to figure out which saffron is real, which one's the most expensive. But, I'm not quite sure which is which. So, which one did we say was possibly the real one? Or the best one? These two.
And at the same time they will have some guest lectures from the Food Safety Authority, a retailer, a food company, a criminologist, a toxicologist, to understand better the different perspectives of the stakeholders in food industry basically.
Organized crime, corporate crime. If we look at these offenders and try to develop some type of offender profile, it's interesting to look at criminological research on criminal careers and types of fraud offenders. And perhaps it's a bit hard to read, but you will find it with the slides. This is a study by a PhD student of mine. We have data of the Dutch Public Prosecutor Service. This analysis is based on all fraud suspects in the Netherlands in serious fraud cases between 2008 and 2009. This is the age, so between 12 and 50, and this is the frequency of offending. So we have the criminal records, and we see 4 groups based on the criminal career.
And how would you say these items really benefit the students in addition to just having lectures?
Now they understand better what the material is about. They first get the theory, and then they have to use it to solve a problem, to analyze a case. And now that helps them to really apply the knowledge in practice, which they may also be doing after the course when they start working.
So what types of case studies are the students looking into in this program?
Now they're working on 2 different cases. The first one is a limited case where they just analyze the case roughly, and that's a case on wine fraud in the US, a big wine fraud that occurred about 8 years ago. And the other case is about honey, a fraud case that occurred in the EU with a particular retailer.
We're basically doing a project when it's class form groups, and different groups have a different role. Some people are going to be prosecutors, and some people are going to be producers of certain product. And for example, in our case, we're going to be the fraudsters. We are committing fraud, and we need to evaluate the product process, the product characteristics, and the industry characteristics, and kind of play a little bit with the compounds, rules, and different tricks that we can implement. So we need to study and develop a plan to commit fraud.
When sometimes consumers get or need and the demand rises more than we expected, we need to get honey from other places. In the past, we were too kind-hearted and trusted our suppliers so much, so naive. But things have changed. The old QA manager responsible for the controls have been fired for her ineffective performance.
Yes, it was all my fault.
So how would you say this type of group work supplements what you're learning in class?
Yeah, so in class we learn about the theoretical part about routine activity theory, which involve like opportunities, motivation, and control measure, and we use them to evaluate the food fraud vulnerability. But then in group work we try to do it like in real like in real life simulation or something like that, so we can apply it in real life.
Wow, so these items and these types of fraud are really prevalent in today's society as well.
Yeah, they're real life cases, both of them. And of course there's a lot of other fraud going on as well.
Food fraud and mitigation certainly kept things interesting with all its additional learning styles to complement the lectures. I know I'm for sure going to be more careful when I go to the grocery store to buy my food. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'm Julia from Wageningen University.